That's Eli Manning as we bring in the head coach of the New York Giants, Tom Coughlin. Get a little handoff here live here on the Michael Kay Show. And it's good that they're going to be up there, Shaun, to be able to see Michael Strahan get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Not that many guys were a teammate of him, but Eli Manning was, and, of course, Tom Coughlin was his coach for that 07 season when they won the Super Bowl and was his coach from 04 to 07. So we welcome in the head coach of the New York Giants, Tom Coughlin. How are you, sir?
Hi, guys. Don, nice to see you.
We won't let you go over backwards. Don't worry.
We're about to do that. I think that's a plan.
I got you.
Yeah, we don't want to have that happen. But since we were just talking about it, just your thoughts of seeing one of your players get inducted into the Hall of Fame, Michael Strahan.
It's exciting. We're so proud of Michael Strahan. Not only is a great player, great leader, great Giant, a guy who had a magnetic personality, did a tremendous job in the locker room. And, of course, in the last drive, he's the one telling our offensive linemen and our entire offense that one drive to be world champions, and that was in 07. Yep, 17-14. So, what he's done in life after football, what a great example he's been for our players and for everybody, really. And the fact that he's done it through discipline and preparation and being himself, and just couldn't be more proud of the fact that, when we go Saturday afternoon out to Canton, we have a chance to go through the Hall of Fame and we see Michael Strahan's bust with all the other great Giants. It's going to be a very special moment for all of us.
Coach, will Mike have a chance to be around the team and address the team at all?
I don't know. I doubt if he will, but he said he was going to look forward to watching us on Sunday night, so that may be the case, and if it is, we'll pull what we always pull. He comes
Bring
over.
It up.
he's standing in the background over there like he doesn't expect it, and then, hey, come on, let's go, Mike.
Then next thing you know, he's stomping.
He looks at me like, what?
So you happy so far with the first week or so?
I don't know. That's not a good word. You're up, you're down. This group is good. This group's not. This is happening. We got the last 2 days. I thought we got a little something done with our 9-on-7s. We came off the ball pretty good, and we're high and all of those kind of things that have to be corrected. But the contact was better, and that's where it has to start, is with the physical part of it.
Coach, you and I were talking about how things have changed so much with the new CBA and the practices. You're limited. Does that make these preseason games even more valuable because you're so limited as to how many times you can go full pads and how many times you can go live?
It really is, because you almost have to count them as practices, because if you just remember back to when we went 2-1-2 in Albany, at the end of the preseason, you'd have something like 36, maybe 35 practices. Half of them would be full pads, and then you'd. But now, if you're not careful, I was talking to our coaches the other night about this. We have a practice tomorrow. We have a dress rehearsal on Saturday, and we play on Sunday. We come back next week. We have 3 practices, another typical Saturday morning situational practice, play a game, come back, have 4 before the Indianapolis game, which is really important. We get 4 practices. Therefore, we can work on something else that needs to be addressed, not just each phase, so that we can line up and play in all situations. And the following week is 3 and 3. So count them up. I mean,
and you're lowering the roster number too as that third and fourth game.
Start the last week, you're down to 75.
Which explains your frustration with Odell Beckham's hamstring injury, because here he is trying to make an impression and he can't get onto the field. So what's the fine line of wanting to push that player and getting him on the field, but also making sure that he's healthy when he does get on that field?
Here's the thing about that. I mean, and I talked to Odell about this the other day. Listen, you're frustrated. I'm frustrated. Some of that comes off, maybe not the way you want it to. Bottom line is, the young man is not going on the field until the medical people feel like he can practice without re-injuring himself. So what I tried to do is settle him down. Just relax in terms of, what your relationship is here with us. You're going to have to get on the field, and we think highly of you. You wouldn't be our number 1 draft choice. The important thing for Odell and anyone to realize in that situation is the scrutiny of their fellow teammates is he working as hard as he possibly can? Is he studying? Is he right with us as if he was going to take the next snap? And in so doing, you keep yourself prepared. You never know, when exactly they're going to send you back out there. But when you are and you make an impact, you will gain the respect of your teammates.
Yeah, and losing those reps is tough for a rookie.
Really hard.
You're behind the 8 ball.
And the thing about it is he doesn't. I mean, this kid loves to practice.
Yeah,
I remember reading all the bio information about him. He loved to practice. He practiced hard. He hardly ever took a snap off. He was the example guy for everything. He ran the scout team quarterback position. So he's a guy that likes to practice and likes to obviously play the game, but the frustration is there.
Well, I'm sure he's dying to get back out there and, like you said, be a part of the team. Well, he's a new player.
Right.
You also, I want to talk about the defense briefly. You got some new players on defense
Absolutely.
that look phenomenal out here. Dominic Rogers-Cromartie, Walter Thurman. I saw Eli tried DRC twice during one of the team periods, and he batted him away.
It's tough.
Have you been impressed with both of those guys? And I mean, or has anybody else jumped out at the page of you defensively?
Well, the thing that's been really important is that when those two guys were available, and we tried to get them here because you can never have enough.
Yeah.
You know, and now that they're here and we've had a chance to compete against them, they're outstanding football players, and they're just going to make us that much better in the secondary. You know, when you stop and think with Prince over here, and our safeties with Stevie Brown back and Antrell and some of the young guys that we're trying to develop their size, et cetera. But if we can really be good back there, the obvious is there's some flexibility in what you can do up front.